Oh,
It's
we're
my
live.
computer.
Oh, it's your computer? Oh.
Yeah,
Wow, Seth, maybe you want to check the fan on your computer, bro.
it's old, yeah.
It's all, well, at least you have a camera. All right, everybody, it's the Sarah Fraser Show, and this is a disturbing show. I'm not going to lie. My brother is here today. This is who you see. My brother, Seth Fraser, lives in Maine, and we have a very disturbing dilemma going on in our household. So I want to set this up for everybody, Seth, like as people come in and watch the show, okay? So let's set the scene here for everyone. You are currently you and our mom, right? Although you probably refer to her more as my mom. You and our mom are currently coexisting together while you're renovating an apartment and then you are moving out. Okay. So in the meantime, like a lot of people through COVID, you guys are bunking together, you and our 72-year-old mom. All right. Temporarily. So over the weekend, this past weekend, and we need to know if we need to an intervention with our mom or what we should do about this. So Saturday night, you tell mom you're going out on a date. You've got a date, you're going out. And so, Mom, what does she say to you? Does she tell you that she has any plans?
No, she was telling me she was going to have Andy over, her ex-husband, for dinner. I don't care about that, but I didn't think he was going to spend the night. That was a little annoying.
So she does disclose to you. She says, I'm going to have her ex-husband over. So our mom, by the way, and our stepfather, who's a very lovely guy, they decided they couldn't live together. So they got divorced like 3 or 4 years ago. But you guys, they hang out, they date every single weekend. It's the most fucked up situation. Now, we all stay out of it because we just want them to be happy, right? Okay. They hang out constantly. So you get home on Saturday night and mom has decided to have a sleepover with her ex-husband, with Andy. He's staying the night. He's got his CPAC on. He's getting his oxygen, and they are spending the night together. And she never gave you the heads up. Do you think? And I want people to weigh in on the live stream. Andy is on this morning. Good morning. Not Andy, our stepdad. Rebecca is on. Shout out to Jefferson, Maine. Jennifer says. J Hub says hello. Okay, you guys, we need to know. Do we need to have an intervention with our 72-year-old mom who is dating her ex-husband during a pandemic and had a sleepover with him and did not tell my brother because she and my brother are currently living together? What do you think is the resolution, Seth? What do you want to see getting done here?
I think lock them both up, STD checks, quarantine, move them out to the middle of the woods. I don't know. Insane asylum.
No, I agree with you. I actually want to have an intervention. And then apparently, too, now her ex-husband has stopped calling her. So he's ghosted her. So the sex was obviously bad this past weekend. He's... I got to get Mama Fraser on. Okay, so he's not calling her. And... I think we need to get her an STD check and a COVID test. That's what. But do you think it's disrespectful? You're kind of butthurt because you kind of think it's disrespectful, right? She should have given you the heads up that she's having a sleepover, right?
Well, I'm not butthurt, but I mean, back in the day, you put a sock on the doorknob or something so people knew you were having a friend over. I mean, for God's sakes, they're 72 years old. No one wants to see that shit.
All right, if you're just joining the show, a lot of people joining, weigh in. Does our mom need to give my brother? So this is my brother, Seth Fraser. He's live from Maine. And Seth's face at the mention of sex, people are laughing at that. By the way, some people are saying that we should let Mama Fraser live her life. No, let her live her life. You guys, this is so disturbing. Our 72-year-old mother, my brother's renovating an apartment. So he is currently coexisting with my mom. She has her ex-husband over for a sleepover, and she never even texts him a heads up. Should she have given him a heads up? And now, do we need to put parameters on our mom? Like, hey, maybe no dating through COVID, and you need a gonorrhea test. Like, you're out here, slaying when... What is going on? It's disturbing. So now I hear things are icy between you and mom. Are you gonna try to extend an olive branch? Like, I hear you're not really. You guys aren't speaking a lot. That's what she told me yesterday.
Yeah, no, I told her she better knock it off, or she's gonna be living out in one of the domes. You'll be charging her rent.
You better pray that apartment is renovated ASAP. You really should, because I don't know. With her, she says she's getting lonely and bored during COVID. She's asking her ex-husband out all the time. He ghosted her, so we'd think that maybe the sex was bad last weekend for her. Yeah. I just like saying that. At 72, let your mama and the ex finish it up, whatever it is. That is from Martin. Martin, you guys are bananas. Everybody on the fucking chat is saying that we should leave her alone and let her live her life. What do you say to that, Seth? People are saying that during this time while you're waiting for the apartment to be renovated, you should let her hook up with whoever she wants and bring home anyone. No one's disagreeing with you, Seth. Like, Seth, no one is on your side.
Well, I mean, dude, if your old ass parents were bumping uglies in the room next door to you, I'm not sure anybody would agree that they're down with that. I mean, come on.
Seth, no one's on your side. Meg says if he has been isolating, if your ex-stepdad has been isolating, let them have their fun. Sorry, Seth, LOL. So, Seth, it seems like you're outnumbered here. People think you're hot, by the way. Only one person is with you. Andy Diaz says that's disgusting what your mom is doing. It's gross.
Thank you, Andy. Yeah.
People are saying set Mama Frage and Andy, our ex stepdad, up in one of the comfy domes. Seth, would you give them a free night?
Maybe. Yeah, if they actually, you know what? If they leave me alone for the whole entire night, absolutely, yeah.
Do you think you could get power down there for Andy's CPAC? So, he could, like, you gotta be able to get,
Yeah, well, maybe. Yeah, I guess that would be the big challenge.
Okay, finally, people are coming in. It is weird, Christy says. We think it's weird, too. You guys, if you're just joining the show, here's the setup. Our mom divorced from our stepdad 3 years ago. They go out on dates every single weekend, okay? They decided they couldn't live together because they both wanted to run their own household, but they date constantly. Seth and my mom are currently temporarily living together while my brother is renovating an apartment. So Saturday night, he goes out on a date. My mom goes out on a date, but she invites her date to stay over and doesn't give Seth a heads up in the pandemic. And we're saying we got to put some rules on her, but most people are saying no. Most people are saying let her live, let her have hot sex at 72. Now, the update to this is our ex-stepdad isn't even calling her this week. So either the sex was bad or he's got COVID. We're not sure. Okay, Jesse Hamilton, our own cousin, says, come on, Aunt Alicia deserves whatever happiness she gets at this point in life. Life is short. Get it while you can. I got news for both of us, Seth. You need to start speaking to mom. There's only two people, this guy, Andy and Christy, that agree with you. Everybody else says you should let her live and have over her ex-husband. So I'm sorry. Until you move out, I guess she can have him over.
Shading. I don't like it. Gross.
All right, look, people who don't know, you have an awesome business in Maine. Some of my DC fans have come up. It's called Comfy Dome. Tell everybody, what is Comfy Dome?
We're here, repping Comfy Dome.
Comfy Dome.
Yeah, Comfy Dome, it's like just the best place you can go in the mid-coast Maine. So we do geodesic domes. You can come up. It's kind of like in between camping and glamping. A lot more affordable. You don't have to bring any of your equipment.
Oh my God.
Just go and have a good time.
You can book on Airbnb, or you can follow my brother and the business at Comfy Dome on Instagram. It's amazing. You sleep under the stars in Maine. There are bathrooms for you, full showers. It's pretty amazing. And a comfortable high-end queen-size bed. So you are kind of glamping. You don't have to sleep on the ground.
Yeah, it's way better than camping. It's I mean, camping, you got to do all that work and set up all that shit and break it down. There's none of that. You just come and have a good time, drink. Maine's now deep into recreational marijuana, so if you're down with that, you come and
bring your weed,
and drink all you want.
Bring your weed,
do whatever
bring
you
your
want.
booze.
Yeah, we're all good.
Come have a great time. Rebecca says best place ever. People are saying you need a set of earmuffs while you're coexisting with mom, so she can bump uglies with our ex stepdad, and you don't have to hear it. People are saying Everson saying leave Mama Frage alone. Seth, I'm sorry, you've lost this one.
Well, at least a fucking sock on the doorknob or some shit. I don't want to walk in on that again.
Except they can't. They're
Fucking sleep
72.
simulator.
They're 72. Andy needs his CPAC. He needs air ventilation. You can't close the door on him, for God's sakes. All right.
Well,
Seth, we love you. You guys follow Comfy Dome. If you are headed to Maine, he has 200 5-star reviews. People love you on Airbnb. It's like the jam.
we love our guests, so come on. We'd love to have any of you.
You make homemade muffins for guests. You give them coffee.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. And then you guys can meet Mama Frage, and you can see all the men she's trucking into the house. All right, Seth, I love you. Thank you for joining the show. You guys have been awesome with your comments. I got to get Mama Frage on because, I'm going to give her an STD test live on the show. I've had it with her. She's out of control. She is in this pandemic. She is dating. She's seeing guys. She's seeing her ex-husband. She's out and about in Augusta, Maine at bowling alleys. She's hanging out at Targets. She is, we got to test her. Enough. She's out of control. I don't care what anybody says on this chat. All right, bye, Seth. Bye. Oh my God. Okay, that was my brother, everybody. You can follow him at Comfy Dome. I don't think he has a personal Instagram, by the way. So there it was. Okay, that has been going on in my household with my mom for the past week, since last weekend. And, the two of them, it has been icy between my brother and my mom because of her shenanigans. And I cannot believe you guys out here saying that at 72 in the middle of a goddamn pandemic. These two, my mom and my ex-stepfather, they're at high risk. And you guys are out here saying to them, hey, go get it. Are you guys kidding? No, these two need to be locked away on oxygen already. They should not be out and about. They're going out all the time. They're ordering out food and stuff. What is wrong with them? Can Mama Frage give dating tips? Oh my God. My mom giving dating tips? You do not want my mom giving dating tips. Oh my God. She has the worst sex advice and love advice you've ever seen. I want to get to a couple of stories, and then also there's a new film out called The Last Champion, and we have the co-writers of the film, which are a mom and daughter duo. The film is amazing. Schman and I watched it last night. It's a film about redemption and second chances. It's a great holiday Christmas film. If you're a big holiday film fan, you're going to love this. So the co-writers are going to be on the show with us here in a second. But I wanted to talk first about Bronwyn from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. There's so much juicy dirt coming out of the Housewives franchise in the past week, including Erica Jane, her divorce from Tom Girardi, apparently a complete sham because they're both being sued and they're trying to hide money and assets. That's allegedly. But on top of that, Bronwyn from Real Housewives of Potomac, this chick's got 7 kids, 42 years old, has come out as a lesbian. First of all, I am so proud. She's gotten sober. She's in the program. She's in AA. AA, amazing. I know they're supposed to remain anonymous, but it's a good thing I'm not in AA because I would shout it from the rooftops all the time. I wouldn't be able to stay anonymous. I love the program. I'm not an alcoholic, but I would still go to the meetings. I love them so much. Bronwyn gets in AA. Now at 42, 7 kids later, she has now decided that she's a lesbian living with her ex-husband. Here's her girlfriend. She just put up a picture of her girlfriend yesterday. She's from Real Housewives of Orange County, okay? God bless you. When you find out who you really are at any point in life, any point, I don't care if you come out when you're 40, when you're 14, when you're 50. It is the best feeling when you live your true self. So I am so happy for her. But can you imagine heading out dating as a lesbian with 7 kids? Now, who in the hell? Who? Okay, you're showing up with your van and your U-Haul. Who is going to date this chick? The only person that's going to be into this chick is another lesbian with 7 kids. Who wants 7 children? God bless her. I am so proud of her that she has found her way. But are you taking on all those kids? I've got to call all my Mount Holyoke lesbian friends and find out if they would want her. Living with the ex-husband, I don't even remember his name because I could care less. They're going to stay married, they say, for now. We all know that's not going to work. That's not going to work. Might work temporarily, but then he's going to move on. They don't want to be together. Well, they say that they want to co-parent together. There you go. Also, by the way, Drake is coming out with, I talked about this on my Instagram yesterday. Drake is coming out with an $80 candle that smells like Drake. Are you guys over? Leave it in the comments. Are you over people, all these celebrities, Gwyneth Paltrow has a candle that smells like her vagina for like $50. Now he's got one called Carby Musk. What the fuck is Carby Musk? It's named after the candle designer and Drake's Musk. Are you over all these people? Erykah Badu, she's got a candle that smells like her vag. Do we really want candles that smell like celebrities? Do you? I'm just not sure that I want one. And what would his smell like? To me, I mean, now look, I'm going to be honest. The champagne poppy is hot to me. I think Drake, like that Hotline Bling, I'm here for it. High end, that's what he's going to smell like. I told you, Ace of Spades, champagne, and, you know, mid to like low level pussy is kind of what I'm thinking he's going to smell like. I'm here for it, you know, but I'm not paying $80. I'm going to wait. Like I said on my IG story, this is like Jeffree Star's makeup line. I'm going to wait until Jeffree Star's makeup line is in TJ Maxx for $7.99, and then I'm buying. Carby Musk will be there too. All right, I want to thank a couple sponsors, and then I'm so excited to tell you about this new film that isn't out yet, but you can pre-order, called The Last Champion. We're all doing our holiday shopping, so I want to tell you about Crate Joy. I love Crate Joy. Crate Joy is amazing. You all have probably received a subscription box at some point in your life, but how about customizing every single month or 4 times a year the box that you want? Well, that's exactly what Crate does. Crate Joy is the world's first and only subscription box marketplace. You can shop over thousands of unique boxes and gifts for just about anything you can imagine. Even better, you choose the subscription length, so you're not locked into anything. Getting one a month, maybe you want one every 3 months. You set all the parameters. Subscription boxes for women, for men, for kids, any special person in your life. This is a great holiday gift for your mom, your sister, your brother, because they do everything from like cocktails, gardening, parenting, you name it. Crate Joy makes it easy to find the perfect gift for anyone and everyone in your life. The hardest part of buying gifts is getting something cool and unique. Crate Joy does all that. Also, I've been looking at, I really, really want some of the cocktail ones. They have ones like boxes to boost each version of your self-care, personal growth. Totally customized too. Like if you have kids, you can get them for your little boy, your little girl. It's going to make the perfect gift this holiday season. So shop Crate Joy and get 30% off your first box when you sign up at cratejoy.com/TSFS. Okay? That's right. Sign up today at cratejoy.com/TSFS to get 30% off your first box and early access to all Crate Joy's holiday specials. Crate Joy, get joy delivered right to your door. Also, Rothy's. Rothy's is our tried and true, who we absolutely love. Rothy's has sustainable shoes and bags made for the life on the go just for you. They're carefully crafted in eco-friendly materials with repurposed plastic water bottles and marine plastic. Thank you, Rothy's, for saving the planet. You guys know the best way to support this show is to frequent our sponsors, and Rothy's is a tried and true one that is favorite for everybody. Rothy's come in ever-changing array of colors, prints, and patterns, and Rothy's are available in a range of styles. Rothy's has kept over 60 million single-use plastic bottles out of landfills and transformed them into signature thread, which is knit into beautiful, sustainable products. Again, you get a code and a discount. Check out all of the amazing shoes and bags available right now at rothys.com/Frage. That's Rothys, ROTHYS.com/Frage. Style and sustainability meet to create your new favorites. Head to Rothys.com/Frage today. We've taken care of all of your holiday shopping this season. All right, I want to welcome these two ladies, and this was really fun for me because Hallie Todd, she's one of the women that we're going to talk to, and her daughter, Ivy Withrow. So let's get them on here, and you're going to know Hallie from Lizzie McGuire. If you were a Lizzie McGuire fan. Hi, ladies.
Hi. Hey, Sarah.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I am so good. And Ivy, I can't wait to ask you about working with your mom because, working with family is something else. And I love like a mother-daughter dynamic. So I can't wait to hear how this went.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of, it's interesting. It's interesting. Dramatic.
Well, Hallie, you've been in Hollywood a very, very long time. I mean, so people probably notably know you as the mom in Lizzie McGuire, which was like a huge show for Disney. But I mean, you've done many other parts. You were in like Murder, She Wrote at times. And then in the start of your career, you like played Blanche's niece in The Golden Girls. I mean, you've done a lot of parts.
Yeah, I've been around the block.
Well, that's impressive in Hollywood to have a long-standing career. And then now you two teamed up and you co-wrote together this film, The Last Champion, which is really, we're going to get into it because it's like a film about redemption and second chances. But how did you two ladies decide, okay, you wanted to write a film together?
Well, we write also with my husband, her dad, Glenn Withrow, who is the director of the film as well. And we had done another project that was a horror movie, and this time around we definitely wanted to move out of horror. It was a lot, and do something more inspiring and more uplifting. And Glenn had been a champion wrestler as a high schooler, and he always just felt like he never saw it depicted on film the way he had experienced it, and he always wanted to make that happen. And as we were putting the elements together, we decided that it would be a story of one man's redemption, and we would set it against the wrestling backdrop.
Okay, ladies, set the scene for everyone, because people that are on the live, or if you're just joining me today, I have the co-writers of a new film that's coming out, The Last Champion. And I'm also going to ask you about Cole Hauser, because he's an amazing actor who's been in a ton of great films. But ladies, set the premise. What is The Last Champion about?
The Last Champion, it's a story about inspiration and hope, and it's about a man who was an Olympic champion, and he sort of has a really massive fall from grace, and he gets as far away from his hometown as possible, and he's just kind of living this sort of isolated, sad kind of life. And in the beginning of the story, his mother dies, and so he's forced to return home and deal with her estate, and along the way, he has to see everybody who he just sort of like abandoned. And the story is about how he kind of comes to terms with his what he had done, and sort of just is able to kind of find community, and that's what really it's about. And so, yeah, we're really excited about it.
It's really about, it's like for anyone who's ever done anything in their life, big or small, that they regret or feel shame about. It could be the smallest thing, but somehow it just eats away at you and you hold on to it. And I think there are situations where people talk to themselves based on this definition that they've created for themselves as someone who doesn't do things right, or is hurtful to other people, or is a loser or whatever. And it's sort of how he gets to the other side of this very just punishing place that he's been living in for many years.
Yeah, and it's a lot harder sometimes to forgive yourself versus having other people forgive you. And so just working through that to get to the other side of it.
The film is The Last Champion, and people can go and find out. It's available now for pre-order, but thelastchampion.com is also the website. So, because I was going to ask you all, those themes come up a lot in redemption, second chances, guilt, and shame. So was that based on your own personal experiences or your husband's? Where did that come from?
I think we just wanted to tell a story that would resonate with as many people as possible, because we wanted it to be kind of a healing story. And it is fiction. It's not any one of our personal experience, but except for Glenn had been a wrestler. That's where that
the wrestling theme comes.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good.
It's just working on, it just was interesting to explore. How do you climb out of that kind of a hole? And especially if it's self-created, which is, just as real as if it's not, and also finding the people who have a lot of hard feelings about being hurt by you, and how do you make it right, and where do those tools come from, and what are the obstacles? Because his path to finding redemption is not a clean, perfect road. It's messy, and
yeah.
he starts low. He goes lower before he gets higher. So.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. There's some twists in the film. My husband and I watched it last night. And so tell me about Cole Hauser, who's a well-known actor. People will probably recognize him. Oh, my gosh. Good Will Hunting. He's been in Too Fast, Too Furious. So many films. And then, he's just been an incredible actor. So why Cole Hauser? How did you guys get him attached to the film? Very big name.
Yeah, well, we have a mutual connection, and so he came in to take a meeting with my dad, and it was like within 2 minutes we knew definitely it was going to be him. And he has brought this character to life in a way that we could never have dreamed of, and he's amazing in this part, and so just goes there, and he's an incredible person to work with. He's become a good friend of ours, and he's just such a strong actor and really deserving, I think, of.
Yeah, he's great in the film, and I think you're right, like really portrays the depth of the character, of, like you guys were saying, there's some twists and turns, and it gets lower before it gets higher, for sure. The other thought, as we kind of head into the holiday season and also, just in general, there's a kind of a small town theme to it. Did you all grow up in small towns? Like, I liked the dynamic of the small town of there's shame and letting the town down. And then there's all kinds of dynamics happening within the town, kids and the alcoholic mom who you play so well, what did the meaning, if any, did the small town have?
Well, I think Ivy and I were both born and raised in Los Angeles. So
a really small town.
Yeah. Super small town.
Tiny community.
We have friends from that part of the country where we shot the movie. And when we were visiting them, we were very turned on by the locale and how cinematic we thought it could be. And we also felt like there's no way the story would have the same impact set in a big urban area, because he would have more places to hide and disappear. Whereas going back to his small town, everybody knows him. Everybody knew the story.
No one has left.
Yeah, and they're all still there, just like holding on to their resentment. And you wouldn't be able to, I think, have that same having to face everybody in a big city.
We basically took over this town too. It's got a population of about 600 people, and everyone was really welcoming, and we just sort of took it over. But we had a lot of fun, and Yellowstone fans are not going to be disappointed.
No, they will not be.
With Cole in this movie.
Oh, that's a great point. Yes, Yellowstone fans will absolutely love this for sure. Oh my gosh. The film is terrific. It's a great holiday, film to go into and see too. It's a family film. It's PG-13, so anybody can really watch it, whether you have kids or you don't. But ladies, tell me about the dynamic of writing as a mother and daughter. Ivy, how was that? I mean, your mom is obviously very seasoned in Hollywood. So is your father. And you are too, of course. But what was the dynamic like? That must have been so fun.
It was really interesting. We have a pretty good workflow, and our sort of we're kind of on the same wavelength with most things. So we were able to knock it out. But yeah, there were definitely times where we all wanted to kill each other, and it happened more than once. And it's sort of a miracle we got through it. But no, it was really fun. It was really fun, and I've learned so much from working with them, and we've had really just a huge adventure. But
it's very, very difficult because everybody has a vision. They have a vision of what a film should be like, and it's very hard to compromise when you're doing something you've put your heart and soul into it. Working with family is fun, but definitely it's challenges for sure.
It's challenging, but it's really, really gratifying, and we're okay with getting brought up on our stuff with each other. It's not like a mortal wound. You know what I mean? You have to hash it out, and you have to find that place where everybody is happy with the outcome. And it's just, it's just family stuff. And then with the creative stuff on top of it, it's just a little bit more heightened. But we all really do want the same thing. And it's just getting there. Everybody, like you said, has their vision and wants to be heard and have their day in the sun. But the project has always been the priority. and having that be as good as it can be, and just staying true. But we do have to pinch ourselves, because this is just an enormous blessing. And I people say, oh, how interesting you do that. That's wonderful. And I go, yeah, gosh, it really, really is. It's really very special. And I feel very grateful.
Oh, you should. I mean, the film is beautifully shot. To come together to put out a full feature film like that is just a huge undertaking. So congratulations on all your success. Now, thelastchampion.com is the website. It's available for pre-order now, but then December 8th, is it out? I think it's on Google, on Amazon. Tell us, Ivy, where.
Yeah, it's on. So it's on iTunes right now for pre-order, but on December 8th, it will be available on iTunes, Amazon Prime, and Google Play.
Awesome. So December 8th, or you can pre-order now. I cannot recommend it enough. My husband and I loved it. It was a great watch last night. The Last Champion. Congratulations, both of you, to you. Just amazing. Now, wait a minute. I was going to ask you one more question, though. Is there any chance of a Lizzie McGuire? Are we getting a Lizzie McGuire reboot? Any chance?
Well, we started our reboot.
Yeah.
And they put a pause on it. They wanted to tweak some things and rework some elements. And then COVID hit. So we've all been kind of waiting. And I think we are going forward. I just don't know what that looks like and when that's going to happen, because Hillary's doing younger and she's going to have another baby. And so that has to play out, and she needs the time to, be on that watch. But I think we're going back.
I was going to say, your fans will be there in 2024. I mean, do not worry. Whatever time it takes, they will be there for sure. Everyone's a huge fan of that show, 100%. Thank you both for joining the show today. You guys were amazing, and I cannot just recommend it enough. The Last Champion film, such a great family film, especially as people are spending some time with their families for the holidays. Thank you, ladies. You're amazing.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. As I mentioned, the website is thelastchampion.com, and Dan and I had a blast watching it. It's about a fallen wrestler, so Cole Hauser, who I didn't really recognize at first, but then Dan, who's watched like every Too Fast, Too Furious film, was like, oh, he's in that, he's in Good Will Hunting. And then Dan said he's in this film, School Ties, which I need to watch because apparently it was a great film. So I'm like, okay, I got to watch School Ties, I guess, with Cole. But absolutely download it, as it will be available wide stream, iTunes, Amazon, Google Play, Google in December 8th, but you can pre-order now. So that was amazing. You guys, thank you so much for the show today. So many other pop culture stories that I wanted to get to, including Lady Gaga's coming out with her own Oreos in 2021. I mean, thank God. We have, you know what? If you need a sign that 2021 is going to get better, Lady Gaga's dropping her own Oreos. Now, do they look disgusting because they have a green filling? 100%. But you know what? I will take it. They're named after her new album. I want it. Okay, here they are. Thank you. Our producer, Alyssa, just put up the picture. They look, and they're called chromatic, I think. Is that right, Alyssa? I think that's what they're called after her new album. She was just putting on her Instagram. Yeah, Alyssa's giving me the thumbs up. She just put on her Instagram the picture of her eating. I'm just not here for the green filling, though, you guys. Like the kind of pinkish outside cookie I can do, but the rest of it, I'm not here for it. No, it's a pass. Hard pass. Here's the Pope. Okay, that is the energy that we need right now, for God's sakes. Thank God. We absolutely need that. Oh, the other story I was going to get to, one more story. That damn monolith that I have been following. Have you been following this monolith that showed up in Utah at a park, and then it was in Romania, and now it's in California? Have you guys seen this? It's this chrome statue. And by the way, it only weighs 100 pounds. The guy who went to investigate said it felt more like cardboard than metal, even though it's well painted. I'm convinced now this is just a movie tease, all right? This is probably the Last Champion movie tease, essentially trying to get us. Now it's in California. It's a third monolith in California. All right. I'm over this damn thing. What is it? What film or Elon Musk, what are you promoting? Okay, is this Elon Musk's next ride? Is this supposed to be a surfboard created by Elon? What is it? Someone tell me the details, because I'm fucking sick of seeing these things pop up everywhere and then everyone freaks out. No longer in Utah, it was removed. Look at this. It's just a square thing. And everybody says it doesn't even weigh that much. LD Coleman says it's outside my business right now. Is it? Wait, I want a picture, LD. Send me a photo. It has to be like for a movie campaign. It's got to be for a movie campaign, or Elon Musk is launching some other out of space thing. I don't know, whatever it is. Anyway, you guys, love you. Thank you for tuning into the show today. I definitely wanted your opinions on my mom, on Mama Frage. I've got to follow up and find out what's going on with her. And then the Last Champion film, I was super excited that they were on, because they're amazing. And I definitely cannot recommend The Last Champion film enough. We'll also talk more about it on our social media. And if you didn't get a chance to listen to yesterday's show with Ethan and Olivia Plath, a lot of people have very strong feelings about it. You guys know I'm a huge fan of TLC's Welcome to Plathville. The show is fantastic. And Ethan and Olivia Plath dish all on the podcast yesterday. So they talk about if they're speaking to Kim and Barry, how season 2 is going, what's up with all their divorce rumors? Because when Olivia Plath was on the show at the start of this year, I mean, I thought the two of them were getting divorced. It did not seem good. So is the marriage in a better place? They dish on that. And then there is a really crazy story they share of Kim and Barry. You guys won't be surprised at this. One of the younger girls, this is so fucked up, by the way, went out into the woods, ate poisonous berries, and then Kim and Barry didn't even take the little girl to the hospital. For real. So you want to find out the whole story of what happened? Yesterday's podcast episode. Of course, you just search Sarah Fraser or The Sarah Fraser Show. It's also up on YouTube for the video. All right. Love you all. Thank you so much. If the monolith shows up in your business or like in your backyard, please send me the picture. I want to see it. Bye, everybody. Love you. We'll see you next week. Bye, everybody.